candid moments working with me in my office on a holiday weekend. So one of the questions that I get from clients a lot is, why is this taking so long to feel better? And one of the most common reasons is because the client is not giving the area, the joint, the muscle enough time to recover between day-to-day use. Now, we have to live our lives every single day, but what does that mean? We are moving, we are doing something, we are using our joints. And if you end up with joint and muscle discomfort, that is more than likely caused from how you're using the joint, how you bend it, how you stabilize it, all that kind of stuff. If how you're moving it isn't so great and creating the discomfort in that area, if you spend 20 minutes a day doing recovery therapy on it and then spend the entire rest of the day using that joint in a not so great way, that 20 minutes a day probably isn't going to be enough recovery for that area. So it really comes down to prioritizing your recovery and your rest to the area that needs it. Now, you don't always need to spend so much time doing recovery or so much time every single day for weeks and weeks and weeks, depending on what you got going on. But usually you need to spend a focused amount of time when something's really not feeling good, when it's really flared up, when it's really bothered. Get it down to a more manageable level of discomfort, and then you can start peeling back on how much you're doing for recovery and start doing things for creating that stability and creating that balance that you need in that area. But a lot of times people just want to go straight to exercising, straight to fixing, and they don't want to spend the time to do recovery, which you absolutely cannot skip. Sorry to say so.